This here is my early 2006 Mac Mini. I just picked up recently. It is a 1.5 gigahertz Core Solo, I believe. It has 2 gigs of RAM, and what I did when I picked it up, this is the first of the original 2006s. I haven't found a 1.5 before. I took it home, proceeded to upgrade it, changed out the old hard drive with a new 7200 RPM hard drive. I changed the thermal paste on the CPU and the GPU. The RAM was always maxed out at about 2 gigabytes, so that was fine. And wiped it down, cleaned it up, cleaned out the fan a bit, proceeded to close it up. And as I closed it up, I snapped the Wi-Fi wire in half. I've never done that before. I have about 5 or 6 of these kinds of Mac Minis, and that was a new one for me. So today, we're going to be fixing this. So it doesn't seem to find the networks very well. When I do connect in my home, it will on average get about 1 or 2 bars. So what we're going to do for this short video is I was able to get another 2 Wi-Fi antennas. We're going to crack this sucker open and we're going to change it out. Some of the tools we're going to be using. First off, my iFixit toolkit. Love this thing. Got it a few years ago and it is just amazing. It has bits and everything you could think of. It's magnetized. We have spudgers and just anything really you could think of. So invaluable toolkit. Also, I do have a little inexpensive toolkit here that I picked up at Walmart, I believe. They are magnetized. It says it's for cell phones. It's not the greatest. It's a bit cheap, but it's able to reach in tighter places than the iFixit one. And then excuse how dirty this is, but this is what we're going to use to crack open the case. It is a very old putty knife, pure metal, but it works. So first things first, we're going to take the Mac Mini and we're going to crack it open. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the putty knife. The Mac Mini is on the top, really. We're going to stick it between the plastic and we're going to slowly just crack along the edges. I know it sounds terrible, but it works. Don't worry, you might ding up the aluminum a little bit, but let's face it, nobody looks underneath. And we're just going to pry it up. And once you feel enough of the clips are starting to give away, you can turn it. Let's see if I can get it open here. There we go. And just like that, the mini will lift out. We can put this to the side, we don't need it. And there it is. Now, here's the antenna. As I said, I cut it and it's very unfortunate, but what we're going to do now, we're going to take off this top layer so we can get to the bottom. We're going to connect the antenna again. Okay, so I just took out 4 screws. There's one right here. It's pretty recessed. One on the top, right over here. Pretty easy to get to. Then on the other side, there's another screw right in here and right in here. Now to get to that bottom screw, you have to take off the Wi-Fi antenna, which again is the part I broke. So you could just, there's little plastic tabs here. There you go. So right there and there, you squeeze it together and it'll come off. But be careful because there is this spring underneath and you can put it to the side if you're going to be needing it again. Next, what you're going to be doing is you have to be careful. You can't just pull everything out. I mean, it feels like it could easily come out. There's a ribbon cable over here that you have to unlatch. It's hard to see, but right there is the latch. As well as in the front, we have this cable here, which I believe is for the fan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them both out, and then I should be able to just lift the whole top assembly. All right, so top assembly has been taken out. Right over here, put it to the side. Next thing is we want to get rid of the rest of the antenna, which is stuck on the bottom a little. Let me just see if I can pop that off. There we go. So there's the other end. That's snapped clean off. So going to take the new one, well, or new to me. Here it is. And we're going to clip it back on. If I can get to it. Might need to get the other one. So we're going to take it. We're going to put it back to the connector on the airport card, which is not fun. Because you have to clip it on. It is a very tiny, tiny connection. There we go. And we'll leave it like that. It is firmly in place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the top case or the top part back on. Hopefully not slice it in half again. And we should be ready to just close it up. The Mac Mini has been put together, booted right up, everything's connected, and it loaded straight into Snow Leopard where we have a full signal. So this mistake cost me a little bit, but hey, that's how you learn. But now I have a fully functional 2006 Mac Mini. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.